I think one of the very important achievements of this conference is raising awareness and mobilizing key stakeholders at the highest level in many of our African country clients on issues of understanding disaster risk, improving preparedness, and enhancing their understanding of ways at which one can finance their preparedness and also improve risk reduction in their countries. I think this conference has been particularly effective at achieving this objective. Another really important point that took place in the conference was raising the bar and the level of attention to issues of urban resilience, given that with the pace of urbanization that Africa is going through, which is upwards of 4 to 5% per year, it's the fastest urbanizing continent today, and it is expected to add another 600 to 700 million people within the coming 20 years to its urban population, to reach about 1.2 billion urban residents in 2040, at which stage it will be basically one of the most urbanized continent. And of course, with the concentration of people, assets in cities, and especially the very high level of vulnerability that exists in cities and in coastal areas in particular, this agenda of urban resilience will be all the more important. So the conference has also achieved this particularly important objective. In many ways, there will be a proof of concept, value to the conference. The fact that there has been multiple exchanges, for instance, bringing mayors from as far as the city of Teresina in Brazil to share their experience about strengthening their urban resilience, improving integrated urban flood management, and the variety of interventions that they had to undertake, be it infrastructure, but also most importantly non-structural measures as well, such as policies, regulations, capacity building, enforcement, etc., in order to be able to reduce the level of risk exposure of their cities and vulnerability to issues such as flooding and other hazards that face them. I think the increased propensity of exposure to risk is taking place. I mean, events are becoming more frequent. The magnitude of impact is also in terms of losses, be it economic losses, damages to infrastructures, losses of life as well, are also increasing. So therefore, being able to increase the attention of policymakers to the issue of risk identification and mapping, risk reduction, especially in the context of urban areas, issues of non-buildable zones, risk-based land use planning, and finally improving preparedness, be it early warning systems, hydromet systems, etc., so that you can reduce the impact, the potential impact of such events in terms of damages and losses. And therefore, and as the literature has proven, investing $1 in risk reduction and prevention is basically akin to saving anywhere between $3 to $4 to $7 in post-disaster reconstruction and recovery, as analytics led by the World Bank have demonstrated.